All right, guys, so as I mentioned, we are going to be checking the lash on the valves here. So first things first, I'm going to take off the cover, spark plug coils, wires, and remove the valve cover. All right, once you got the coils out, covers off, next remove the harness, your grounds, got a couple, harness out of the way here. All right, harness out. Once you got that out, remove the rest of the grommets. Been tongue twisted today for some odd reason. I think the lack of sleep is really getting to me. All right, well, grommets are off, just like that. Everything's loose. You know what? We'll just leave them on there and we'll take it off together. Just like that. Boom, all one piece. All right, set this down. Ready, let's do it. All right, let's clean up this oil here real quick. I don't like to leave any oil residue when I put my valve cover back on, so get all that. There we go. All right, next thing you want to do is make sure your motor is on top dead center, or TDC. All right, so motor is on TDC. So right now we're looking at cylinder number 1. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 being closest to the crank pulley. We'll check the lash on the valves here, on the exhaust and the intake. We'll use these filler gauges. All right, guys. So back out of here. Once again, we're going to be checking the valve lash. So this is a completely stock K20, as you guys can see there. Everything's original, so we're going to go off original specs. Some cam manufacturers might have different lash specs, or some even tuners might have different lash specs. So I won't go into detail on that, but I will be going with my recommended lash. And again, we'll be looking at cylinder number 1. All right, so my intake valves are definitely a little loose. Now let's check exhaust. And exhaust seems to be maybe a little loose too, so we'll give them an adjustment and we'll get back. All right guys, so to adjust your valves, all you got to do is loosen up your rockers here, just like that. You get your handy dandy screwdriver. You're gonna go with your recommended lash. So this is mine here. So we'll just tighten those up just a smidge. Right there. Okay. It's also important that you check your lash after you tighten. So that feels good. And then, like I said, everyone has their own way of doing this. It's really off of feel. You could be off about 2/1000 or so. Like I said, everyone really has their own preference. So let's see here. Okay, that feels good to me. Double check, triple check. And that's much better. So, exhaust side done. Onto the intake side now. Let's tighten these bad boys up. Okay. Side of the intake done. And again, make sure to recheck after you tighten. That feels much better. Good. Let's get her strapped up. Give me 1 second, I'll be right there. Okay. All right. Okay. Valve lash set on the intake side of things. They definitely feel much better. So you're gonna repeat this process for cylinders 2, 3, and 4. There's a specific order when you turn your crank, so be sure to look at that. Typically for K series, it's 1, 3, 4, 2, and you're gonna do them in that order. And that's just for K series. It could be different for other motors. I don't know, so be sure to look into that before you attempt doing a valve lash or valve adjustment on your vehicle. But we're gonna reverse the whole process, finish this up, put everything back on. Next, I'll see you guys on the dyno.